So welcome back friends. Today we'll be starting the third module of Introduction to Python Programming. In this module we will study about the string methods. Okay. So let's see. The first one is join and split. What this join will do? It will concatenate the list of string into a single string. See the example. My name is Simon. So if you perform dot join words, so this will join this with separation in between. So this is mean separation. My name is Simon. So the output will be my name is Simon. Okay. So let's see split method. It will split this all will into a list. So the output for this in list you will have 1 2 3 4 four elements. My name is Simon. Okay, so see here, my name is Simon. I hope you understood. Let's see the second one. Is alphanumeric, is space, is decimal, is title. For is alpha, it will check whether a string contains alphabetical character or not. See here, hello is alpha, yeah. Hello 1 2 3 is alpha, no. This comma is alpha, false, because it's a empty string. Okay, and this will check whether it will contain only letters or numbers. Okay, so let's see the example. Hello 1 2 3 is alphanumeric, true. So likewise it is. So see the second one. Third one, it is space. It will check for the space here. Okay, so see this first example you will having a space. So is space, yeah, it's true. Likewise it is same. Is decimal, it will check for the decimal character like 0 to 1, 0 to 9. Okay, so is it decimal? Yeah. Is it decimal? Is this decimal? Yeah, it is decimal. So is decimal because it contains a period that is point here. So it's not decimal. Likewise, you just read it. Each title returns true if each word in the string begins with a uppercase. Okay. So see, this is title case. Since each word is beginning with uppercase, this T I T C is in uppercase, so it will return true. This is not in uppercase. See, this T is in uppercase, but this I is not in uppercase. This T is also not in uppercase, and this C is also not in uppercase, so it will return false. So likewise it is. See the third one. Explain the concept of file handling. Also explain reading and writing access with suitable example. File handling in Python, it means the process of working with file. Okay, that is creating, reading, writing, updating, and deleting file. It all termed as file handling. Okay, it allows your program to store data permanently on disk and retrieve it later, enabling data persistence across sessions. Okay, so let's see the concept of file handling. Opening a file before performing any operation. A file must be opened using the open function, which returns a file object. So by using this open function, you can open a file. Okay, so for opening file you have several modes like CR, WA, B plus. What it means: R means read mode, W means write mode, A means append, B for binary, and plus for read and write both. Okay, so performing operation use methods like dot read, dot write, dot close, dot read lines, etc. to perform operations on your file. And after performing all the operation and reading writing operations, you have to close the file. Okay, so always close the file after operation to free resources using dot close. So this is the example. See, for open the file is equals to open example.txt in read mode. So the next one is read the entire content. The content is equals to f file.read. So print this content. Okay, close the file, f file.close. For example of reading, file is equals to open example.txt in read mode. For line in file, print line.strip. What strip will do? It will remove all the new line characters. Okay, so this is the methods to read in a file. So for performing the write operation, file is equals to open this example.txt in write mode. File.write hello world. Okay, so it will write this hello world into this example.txt. File.write, this is a new line. This will also be written in this example.txt. Then after writing, you have to close the file. So file.close. Example, appending data to add the existing content. Okay, so in a file there is already a existing content. If you want to add something extra, then you have to perform this append operation. Find is equals to open example.txt in append mode. file.write, this line is appended. So it will append it into this example.txt. Okay. So then after every operation, you have to close the file for releasing the memory. Okay. So like that it is. Let's move to the fourth question. Explain the concept of file path. Also discuss about absolute and relative file path. So what is file path? File path is a specific location or address for a file on a computer storage system, like where the file is actually stored. Okay. And a file path is essential when opening, reading, or writing files, because for any operation of file, you should be knowing about where the file is actually located. So performing that only, you have to perform any operation. Okay, so let's see the types. Absolute file path, it is the full path of the file. Like see here the example. In C you are having users, name, documents. Then in documents you are having file.txt. Okay, so likewise in relative you will having only the relative to the current working directory. In whatever directory you are working right now, relative to that only the file path will be opened. Okay, so see here, see user name. After this name, you don't know whether it is. After this name, you don't know where the uh, pre, post processor of this file is. You are only the information about in document you are working with this file. So it is the relative path. Okay. So let's see the example. File is equals to open this one. Okay. So this is the absolute path and this is the relative path where you are having the information only about this document. Okay. In these documents you are working with the file.txt. So it is the relative path. Okay. So program to accept a string and display total number of alphabets. So see, accept a string. How to accept? By this input method. Okay. So user input is equals to input into a string will be inputted. Then you have to initialize a count because you have to display total number of alphabet. For that you have to count. Okay. So initialize count is equals to 0 for char in the user input. In this user input, you have to initialize a for loop for char in user input. If char dot is alpha, okay, count plus is equals to 1. Is alpha means is alphanumeric, that is loop through, it will loop through all the characters and check whether it is a alphabet or what. Okay, if it is alphabet, then it will count that to 1 and it will increment this count. Okay, so then it will move to this another count. Okay, so likewise it will count all the alphabets in the string. Okay, so after counting it will return that count and it will print. Okay, so this is all about this question. Let's move to the fifth question. It is briefly explain the saving variables with same module. Okay, so what is this? Provide the same module in Python provides a simple way to persistent store Python objects such as variable dictionary list in a file. Okay, in a file you have to, if this method will store the objects of the Python into a file. Okay, allowing you to save the retrieve data between the program lines. Okay, so how it works? You open a zip file using zip.open. You can store variable directly by assigning them to key and zip object. You can retrieve variables by accessing these keys. When you are done, close the zip file. Okay, so let's see the example. Import zip. For this, you have to import this zip module. With save.open by data as data name is equals to alias, data is equals to 30. Now access variable with save.open by data with save dot this my data as data, print data name. Okay, so this name will be printed. Okay, so print data age, so age is 30, so this 30 will be printed. So likewise it is. So I hope this question is clear to you all. So with this question, this module is also, I guess, yeah, one more question. So let's see this also. Discuss the following methods of OS module: chdir, rmdir, walk, and listdir. What this chdir will do, it will change the directory, that is current working directory, to a specified path. If you want to switch between the path in which you are working, So this will be important. Okay, for this you have to import OS first. So import OS, os.chdir home user document. So it will switch to the specified this path. Okay, so let's see the next one, that is rm directory, that will remove an empty directory specified by path. Okay, so this is the syntax for that, os that rmdir my directory. Okay, so os.walk, it what it will do, it will generate a tuple of direct path, direct name, file name for each directory in the directory tree. Okay, so after this, it's a generator. Okay, so OS walk is a generator often used to traverse directory using structuring recursively. Okay, so for root dash files in os.walk, path to directory, print current directory, root, print subdirectory, disk, and print files as file. Okay, so this all will be printed, and this will be the root. Okay, so fourth one is os.list directory. It will list all the directory. So this is the example. Entries is equals to os.list directory part 2 directory. So this is the main directory. For entries in entry, print this entry. Okay. So it will return the all the directory. Okay. So I hope this module is clear to you all. Have a read to this module, and all the best for your exam. Let's see you in the next module. Okay, so bye.